Okay, so we're back. I hit my limit on Claude, and so the where are we? This guy's oh, this guy's already. I hit my limit on Claude, and so here it says hit my limit, resets 1 p.m. And so it's now a little after 1 p.m. Raymond has this feature where when it hits a limit, it pauses and then resumes. So we're back. It's crunching, and what the heck is it doing here? Commit BS token. Oh shoot. Oh, okay, yeah. It's what the heck? Mm, wow. It's searching a previous session. Interesting. ABC 123. Huh. Okay, so I guess it figured it out. Um, okay, so to just as a sort of recap, there's a um, documentation system. No, no, documentation. Let me slow down. Okay, there's a agent orchestrator called Raymond, which is what I built this like a little while ago, and I'm using it. And what it allows you to do is set up individual prompts as state machines, and then it will transition from one prompt to a next. So you can say have one prompt to do the implementation, and then another prompt to run the test cases and evaluate, and then one check over the code, check for security issues, that kind of thing. And it's a predefined state machine where it'll march through these states. And so I have it running here with so I have also some workflows. And this BS underscore work is what I'm running right now. So number one, start, it says uh, pull a um, task, basically claim a task from the issue tracker and start work on it. And then after that, it will, uh, oh, claim, I just read it. Don't begin with implementation, get the full description, and then begin the implementation. And then after you've done, don't close or whatever, just leave it as in progress and then check and fix. And so review the work, check for mistakes. And this is one where I find, checking for mistakes over and over again until it doesn't find anything actually leads to a much better output. So when it's doing this checking, it'll find things. And so it's definitely worth it to be checking the result after having the AI check it, even though the AI also wrote it. I don't know why it works as well as it does, but anyway. And then it says look at the previous review fix, and if it hadn't fixed anything, then go ahead and commit. If it did fix something, then check again, and then commit. Commit, push. Don't mention Cloud Code as a co-author because it's kind of annoying. And so that's the BS workflow. Now, while that's crunching, and so this is the dashboard. There were 37 tasks, and so far 14 are closed, and there are still 22 that are open. And so this is a little, so it's doing whatever. I'm just kind of, I'm gonna wait for it to finish, and then I'll look and see whether it's working, whether it's good. So so the project that it's building is Dojo 5, and this is sort of, the idea is it's a CRM for like a small scale dojo, martial arts dojo or a yoga studio or something where there's just, one, maybe two owners, and then maybe a small number of instructors, maybe like 10-ish instructors. And then you have people sign up for classes are scheduled, instructors take attendance and all that kind of stuff, maybe manage payments and signups and all that kind of stuff. And so that's it's a a CRUD application, which is pretty simple and straightforward. Nothing majorly challenging, but just kind of like, can I just build this in a single shot? Slightly more complex than just a to-do app, which or a snake game, which you can usually one shot. But just some complexity, and let's build it from the ground zero. And so you see commits here. Like I said, I ran out of tokens. If you look at the commits, um, so yeah, started, made these commits once every, few minutes or so. It doesn't show 11:21, 11:25, 11:29. So every few minutes, it's making one of these commits. So now, while that's working, what I'm what I'm trying to do is I want, so I have this beads issue tracker that, uh, and that's, this is the issue tracker, but it also retains dependencies. And so what I want to be able to do is launch multiple instances of Raymond in parallel in different folders. So each one has a separate checkout. And maybe it could reuse work trees, but for now I'm just linking them all to the same remote and then having multiple checkouts. Uh, and then I want each one to run through a workflow that sort of emulates multiple employees where, so this BS workflow has no concept of merge conflicts or rebase or any of that kind of stuff. And so if you're emulating multiple employees working in parallel, each one, claim an issue from the issue tracker, work on it. Then when it comes time to commit, the remote may have advanced, the head may, the main branch may have advanced with its own changes that you don't have. And so the the employee the agent should merge, so rebase, uh, should rebase their changes on top of what's in the main, and then maybe there are merge conflicts. So resolve the merge conflicts, rerun tests, and then try to push. And if the push, maybe if the head has advanced again, the push will fail. And so then, rebase again. And then when finally everything passes, then push. And so all these, each agent can run this independently and sync, through this mechanism by rebasing and pushing. And so I've been talking through, I haven't committed it yet. I've been talking through the problem with Claude, uh, BS Work Multi. And so I've been working on this. So there's this README that's going, kind of trying to design the whole thing first. So let's see, stop and wait for limit to reset. Okay. And so what was I doing here? Okay. So that's what we're, so I'm trying to remember what it was what was I doing? So I've now forgotten. I've lost my context. Okay, call result. What if the call were to fetch rebase? Okay, so it's just cleaning up. Okay, because the previous version had anyway, it had the call rebase, something messed up. Now here, when something I realized, when if the test fails, then it's going to have to go into a review cycle or a revision cycle that I'm a little concerned about. So anyway, okay, but before we do that, let me do the, whoops, let me do the, um, okay, just kind of do a review, check how we're doing. Um, I might, so if the retest fails, so the result can contain a keyword that says what the result was. So the push shell script should detect whether, so what I'm thinking is, um, retest. The test output will determine whether it's a pass or not, and the push should branch back up to check fix. Right now, it's not clear what happens when read finds a failing result. I'm thinking it obviously it has to fix it somehow. I am thinking that since it is within a call, it shouldn't directly go to check fix, for example, but perhaps, oh, here I go, retest failure is unspecified. Then say if test failed, retest emits result regardless push was push broken code. Okay, so let me just throw this away. Resolve conflicts must leave a clean Git state. If LLM can't resolve conflicts, rebase is still in progress when result is emitted. Push tries to push half rebase repo, fetch rebase on the next iteration. Yeah, that's bad. Bailout sh, claim task and resolve task. Transition types are unspecified. That's probably okay, right? Bailout sh. Where's bailout sh? Oh, bailout sh. Okay. Overcap. Bailout sh. Okay. Okay. One is a good observation. Since it's within a call, it shouldn't go to directly. Or perhaps the result value can indicate to push such that it needs rework and should go back to check fix. Or perhaps another pre-check fix that runs the tests, so the test results will be in context prior to check fix. Now, for 2, resolve conflicts must leave a Git. Resolve conflicts after resolve conflicts, perhaps check for a clean state, and if not, then presume the resolution was unsuccessful and return a result to push.sh that it needs to bail. Then result.sh would go to bail.sh. For 3, bailout to claim task would be a reset. And generally going to claim task will be reset since each task will be start fresh. Okay. For transition, okay, and that also covers the claim task to, or resolve task to claim task. Okay, then for 4, Git rebase abort. Bailout could be so far, I don't fully understand rebase abort. We might not be within a rebase. If, oh no, are we? Fetch rebase. I guess we are within a rebase. And I want fail out to work university. And generally it would abandon all current work. All current work. And do a hard reset to the remote head. And it must also mark the current task as open instead of in progress. For 5, counterfile push attempts in the working directory. This is the project repo. It should probably be an allocation that won't interfere with the project. When running multiple instances, each instance has its own on count and must not share counters. Since each is its own checkout, it does make sense for it to be in the project directory. Being within Raymond, it's okay if we're using multiple Raymond instances, which is the plan. In the future, may try a new workflow that uses work to launch multiple instances in one Raymond workflow, multiple agents. That's not this workflow. What other questions or do you have? Okay. How is this guy going? How quickly are we burning tokens? Damn. So here's my, we're only 13 minutes or 20 minutes in and we're already used 20% of our usage. How is 19? Okay. I wonder if we, well, I don't know. Okay. So here's what I found. Oh, no, it's still thinking. Okay. Good clarifications in all 5. Few remaining things. Push.sh becomes a routing hub. Yes. Now handles result payloads from the call branch. Clean, merge, resolve successfully. Try push, successfully rejected. Rework, retest fails. Route back for rework. Bail, resolve conflicts left in dirty state. Reroute, bail out. That's still fine as a script, but it's worth being explicit about. And on the rework path, push.ash should probably delete the counter file before routing back. Yes. Yes, good observation on push deleting the counter file. BS release. Does this command exist? There is no BS release command. BS close should be used to close the issue. BS resolve. That's a mistake. Resolve is not a BS resolve. That's a mistake. Can I edit this way? BS close. Commit directly. I'm going to have to pull. That's all right. Can I do? Oops. Can I do that? Okay. Now in my local copy, commit BS close. Okay. Okay. Where was I? To unclaim. Open, right? Open is the Is it possible to, how do I set BS, um, BS list assignee empty string. So can I set empty string as a, oh, I'll let it figure it out. Okay. Release is not how you unclaim. Okay, rework loop, re-enters commit. It creates another commit. Oh, but that's after if I'm in retest. the rework path? Is it into the issue with commits, post? Anything else? Okay. Okay. Multiple commits and multiple rebases are totally fine. Git rebase origin main replace all local commits on top of the new remote head, regardless of how many there are, how many times you rebase before. Okay. Each rebase produces new SHAs, but the content is preserved. No issues there. Unclaiming and bailout. You said claiming is atomic. Is unclaiming also atomic? Single BS command. Unclaiming would be two claims. Okay, to do them sequentially first. Here we assign me and then set status to open. There is a tiny window if the agent were to clash between these two, then it would be in progress with no assignee and it would be in limbo. But we'll take that risk. Concurrent claims and claim tasks. With multiple instances calling BS list ready and BS claim at the same time, two instances might try to claim the same task. Since claiming is atomic, one will succeed, the other will get an error. The claim task prompt should tell the LLM to handle failed claim gracefully. Yes, the claiming process must be tolerant of claims. Yeah. It need not be smart about it. Try again, getting ready. Just end. Update the document according to what we talked about. Okay. Okay. So 25. We're going on commits 3, 9, 14, 19, 23. Okay. I'm only 30 minutes in and I've already used 55% of my credits for this 5-hour window. So this might be a short session. Well, not that short. I mean, an hour. I guess it's not short exactly, but I kind of wanted to stop Raymond so that I can get further along on this parallel workflow. But we'll see. I think I may be close. Okay, so there are quite a few changes to integrate. Let's rewrite the full document. Yeah. Let me save this off to the side. Okay. because it's gonna make this. No, it's in workflow. Not that one. VS Work Multi. Okay. Yeah, pretty serious rewrite. Look back if fixes were made. Okay. Retest. Fail. Result rework. Okay. Result fail. Okay. If we can't resolve. Okay. If we can't resolve it, then we return result fail. If we can resolve it, then we transition to retest. If we go, okay, the diagram is a little bit unclear. That retest can return okay, clean result okay. 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 Push, result okay, we try to push. Push rejected, we go back up here and try again. That means the head has advanced while we were working, and so we'll try again. If it works, then we resolve the task. Should be close the task, but anyway, claim task, reset. Push gate, next attempt. Okay. Rework, then that means probably we just reran the test, but that's within this call, so it's going to be evicted from the run tests, check fix, relit. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Minor error in the diagram. The path conflicts resolve, retest shows only a fail outcome. This should branch to the retest that's common with the merged retest where fail goes to rework and pass goes to results. Okay. Run test fail out, sh claim task reset. Okay. Push gate uses call return fetch rebase. Call branches disposable part fetch rebase. If it's clean, fetch rebase immediately emits result okay. Merged, fetch rebase goes to retest. LLM verifies the combined code. This is implicit since retest has the same name in both paths. So it's really one state in the state machine. Okay. Push.sh receives the result. Conflict resolution and deliberate step, get rebase. It's conflicts. The workflow enters a dedicated LLM state. Retry cap on the push loop. Okay. What other parts are perhaps unclear or inconsistent or need deeper thought? Resolve task is underdefined. Oh, it fixed the diagram, I guess. Retest. Pass, fail. Yeah, resolved. Fail. Yeah, okay. Resolve task. close, oops. There we go. Okay. Anything else? Let's just review. It might be able to generate the state machine by itself, so that would be kind of cool if it did that. Closed task transition type is inconsistent. Line 120 says push transition to closed task. 120. Runs in session A, implementation session. That's fine. The LLM has ID. No actual consistency here, just confirming it works. For one, should look fine. Run test context problem is still unresolved. Section 6 says run tests, a script state that runs a, no. Run test is not a script state. Where's run tests? Run tests. For 2, it shouldn't be a script state. It should be an error prompt that says run tests. The other 3 test state within the call should also be a prompt where the result is evaluated and the one response is result. Result. For 3, what's 3? Bailout needs task ID. Make bailout a script. The instructions and command line hints for what the command line must be. Okay, 4. What the beads server handles, section 235 still mentions result. Task lifecycle, resolve closed. Open in progress, closed. Task assignment, claims atomic, sets assigning marks in progress. Task lifecycle, open in progress, closed. It's managed per instance. Yes, it's open in progress, closed. There may be some, it may be correct that it's per instance. The server, which, yes, next to manages the shared state of all the issues and coordinates between the instances. EBS workflow, in contrast, assumes each, assumes there is only and the issues are, assumes there's only one worker. Okay. All right, I'm 78% used on my session. Clear on all four. Let me update. Okay. Okay, how's this guy doing? In settings JSON, what is the current all clean? Okay, now we'll try it again. Got 35% context left, that's pretty decent. Diagram push writing to rework to run tests. Okay. Okay. Create the in the folder, which is okay. What do we got here? Oh boy. Maybe I need to upgrade to the. Okay, let's go ahead and commit. Uh, commit. Okay, so now in this guy, okay, now we got VS Work Multi. This is just crazy. This is just crazy. Okay. Sure. Effort high. There we go. How's this guy going? Run. What? Oh, by test. Commit. I guess he's making progress. 11 open. Okay. And we're about to hit our limit here. So I got 95% used. Refresh. 100% used. So Raymond is going to bail and say, I reached my limit. This guy also. Okay, so he's pushed. So I think I'm done with him for now. This one shows high effort. Okay. He's done. This guy's going to stop. I don't know how long it takes for him to bail. Yeah, $82. Policy violation, retry, hit your limit. Okay. Waiting for usage. So yeah, Raymond is configured to wait 5 minutes after the reset. I mean, I could make it 1 minute after or something. But. Okay, so I think we are done for now. I'm glad I got this one, so I guess I can read this offline and see what I think about um, read this offline and see what I think. But anyway, I think that is it for this one. Took about an hour to use up my limit. Anyway, okay, I'll see you next time.